Never, never, never surrender. Zimbabwe is mine. I am a Zimbabwean. Zimbabwe for Zimbabweans. Zimbabwe never for the British. Britain for the British.
Is that just political rally rhetoric, or did you mean that? What did you mean?
That Zimbabwe belongs to the Zimbabwean
right.
people.
Do you consider...
Pure and simple.
And everybody believes that?
Yes, all people believe it.
So do you consider white Zimbabweans to be Zimbabweans?
Those who are naturalized and have citizenship, yes.
Those who've been living there for years and years and years?
But historically.
Right.
Historically,
the people who've
they have a debt.
Contributing to farming, historically they have a debt to pay.
Yes, the land, they occupied the land illegally. They seized the land from our people.
Look.
And therefore, the process of reform, land reform, involved their having to hand over the land. We agreed upon this with the British, by the way.
Some 80% of that land was acquired after you took office, some of the farmland, and with the various certificates that mean government approval. Why are these people being hounded out of the country? Why are they being
they are not being
hounded off their land then?
No, they are not being hounded out of the country
You've just
at all.
done reports
Those
about
who are in industry, in manufacturing, in mining are not being...
The farmers I'm talking about. Why is that wonderful farmland, and why are they being...
What are you talking about? We are getting land from them, and that's all. They are not being hounded out of the country. Not at all.
They're being hounded off their land?
Not of their land.
It's not theirs.
Our land.
Even though they bought it, with the certificates of approval from the government?
But haven't you heard of the Lancaster House discussions and the agreement with the British government? Because they are British settlers. Originally they have been British settlers. And we agreed at Lancaster House that there would be land reform.
But they're citizens, aren't they? And isn't this farming disaster contributing to
citizens by colonization, seizing land from the original people, indigenous people of the country?
But how did that all go so wrong?
That?
How did that all go so wrong? Because when you came in, it was about reconciliation.
No, they knew about it. They knew we had this program of land acquisition and land reform. They knew about it.
But what about the blacks?
And the British
then?
knew about it.
Let's talk about the black farm workers whose houses and shanty houses, who work on these farms, they're being bulldozed in an operation that was called Drive Out the Rubbish. These are black Zimbabweans.
There was no operation of that nature.
Well, how come they're being driven off and they're shanty hands? The farm workers?
No, you're mistaken about the Muramba-China program, which had to do with slums, getting rid of slums, not getting rid of the farm workers. It had nothing to do with farm workers at all. Farm workers, by the way, were to be given three choices. One, they could remain on the farm under the new owner and continue working on the farm. Two, if they were alien...
The accusation was that they were opposition.
Let me know. If they were alien, and most of them were from Mozambique and Zambia, they could choose to go home, in which case we would discuss the package that they deserved. Three, they could decide to leave the farm and go elsewhere. And also, if they wanted to get resettled, we could resettle them.
Mr. Mugabe.
Under our program of resettling.
The fact is, though, that the country has pretty much plunged into a pretty dysfunctional state by all international indicators. My question is, do you regret that some 4 million people have left in the last 3 to 5 years?
I don't know about those numbers.
But do you regret? Because these are the brain drain. These are the people who've helped make Zimbabwe the success that it was?
Because of the economic situation,
Okay.
people are bound to leave any country. And they have not just left my country, they have left other countries as well to go to Britain, Australia, and other places.
Let me ask you a question about...
And at the moment, they are coming back home anyway.
Let me ask you a question. We'll move on from this, and we'll ask you a question about... You heard what Archbishop Desmond Tutu said.
That's nonsense. It's just devilish talk.
Devilish talk?
Yes.
Do you
He
not...
doesn't know what he's talking about, the little man.
The little man, he's a Nobel Peace Prize winner.
Oh, come on.
He's a liberation fighter too.
What
South
liberation?
Africa.
No, of course. You don't know what his status in the ANC amounts to.
Can I ask you a question about Nelson Mandela?
He's a great man, that one, yes.
Nelson Mandela has got so much of the attention for being the great liberator of Africa.
Yes.
You did it earlier. Do you sometimes wish that you had got as much attention?
President Mandela is President Mandela, and Robert Mugabe is Robert Mugabe. Okay. Look at him in his own circumstances, and that's it. If you damn him, well and good. But I know my people have great praise for me. I know African people think very highly of me. And that satisfies me.
It does?
Yes.
Even though you lost these elections?
Which elections?
The last ones.
No, we didn't lose the elections at all.
But that's why you're going into a power sharing group. Look,
we
can argue about this, but my question is this. Why is it so difficult to leave power in a reasonable way when you're up? Instead of waiting until it gets to this stage.
Not when you don't leave power when imperialists dictate that you leave.
No imperialists. You were the president.
No, there is regime change. Haven't you heard of a regime change program by Britain and the United States, which is aimed at getting not just Robert Mugabe out of power, but Robert Mugabe and his party out of power? And that naturally means we dig in, remain in our trenches.
Are you going to stand for election again?
That will depend on what I decide to do in the future.
Can you tell us?
No, not now.
Can you imagine running for another election?
I won't tell you that now, I say.
Are you afraid, as some have suggested, that one day you might be indicted by the International Criminal Court?
I don't care about that. The international, what they decide is entirely their own affair. I'm concerned about Zimbabwe, and I'm concerned about the lives of the people of Zimbabwe. And don't forget, it was my party which brought democracy into the country, and not the British. We had to fight the British for democracy, for one man, one person, one vote.
And that's why people are so disappointed in what happened, because you do get the kudos for having brought that.
But that is
that's
still the environment.
And yet, this election was so heavily disputed that you have to go into a power sharing deal.
Elections are...
I guess I want to know why to hang on for so long.
Elections don't go all that smoothly all the time. In many countries, that's the situation. Look at what happens elsewhere. They didn't go smoothly here during the first term, before the first term of office of President Bush. You know what happened in Florida. The 400,000 votes, where did they go? They were stolen by Mr. Bush, and you people said nothing about it.
Well, it was very heavily covered, and there's a dispute about the word stolen. But here's the thing. The power sharing agreement in Zimbabwe, do you think that that's actually going to be a real power sharing agreement? I mean, you do control all the heavy duty ministries, defense, police, mining. Is it going to be real power sharing? Is it going to get better?
The inclusive government is a real power sharing arrangement. Don't denigrate it.
All right.
We have 14 countries in SADC which are responsible for assisting us in bringing that about, and for assisting us also in making it run.
All right.
And read what they say. Listen to what they say.
All right, Mr. Mugabe. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you.
That's all we have time for.